I am so excited to make this course because I don't think there are any courses like this available. And I am even more excited to give this away for free because I think every Shopify merchant or every business owner needs to understand and know the fundamentals of conversion rate optimization. So, CRO or conversion rate optimization. What is that? So, welcome to the course. I don't know what to call it. Let's just call it CRO overview and best practices. So, this course is specifically designed for Shopify merchants who are ready to turn more visitors into buyers. So, CRO or conversion rate optimization is one of the most important and powerful levers that you can have or you can use if you want to grow your e-commerce business without spending a dime on ads or getting more traffic. And today we're going to show you exactly how to use it. So let's take an example or a business case for CRO. Let's start with a scenario that might sound a little familiar, right? Imagine you're a Shopify store owner and your store has 30,000 abandoned carts every single month with an average order value of $50, right? That's about $1.5 million in gross merchandise value every month that you're not collecting. Now, what if, let's be a little generous, and what if you could recover about 10% of those cards, right? That's about $150,000 in additional revenue. The traffic is already there and your products are already there. The only problem is that you need to understand why your visitors are abandoning the purchase process, right? And how you can optimize this experience so that they can convert. So, why is CRO challenging? CRO can be challenging because it takes, it requires making effective improvements based on data, and it isn't always successful on the first attempt, right? So identifying the problem and finding the right solution can be difficult without clearly understanding what a strong CRO strategy actually looks like. So as a Shopify merchant, you've already taken the first steps. You've created a well-branded, well-appealing website that attracts customers to buy your products. So your conversion rate may look okay, but it could be better, right? That's exactly why you're here and what you learn during this course. In this course, we'll go over 4 key areas. That is, the conversion path elements that influence your CRO goals, best practices for creating a strong conversion foundation for Shopify stores, how to overcome the challenge and common mistakes of implementing conversion rate optimization, Shopify's recommended CRO audit process to help you understand your conversion rate factors. So, by the end of this course, you will walk away with a clear understanding of how to master CRO and unlock the full potential of your Shopify store. So let's get started. Understanding conversion rate optimization or CRO. Conversion rate optimization is the active strategy of increasing the percentage of your website visitors who perform a desired action. So your Shopify store offers many opportunities for visitors to complete a desired action, right? So these include adding a product to your cart and completing a purchase, filling out a form such as an example, an email sign up form or a survey, following your brand on social media, clicking on the link to a featured promotion, adding product from a recommended slot to waitlist, right? These are some of the examples of what a desired action you would want your customers to take. Understanding the conversion funnel. So in this example, you can see what a conversion funnel looks like. A comprehensive CRO strategy needs to cater all visitors at different stages of their journey. Understanding visitors' intent is actually very crucial. What works for the first-time visitors won't necessarily for a recurring customer. So this conversion funnel is actually a framework that tracks how visitors progress from the first contact to becoming a loyal customer, right? So let's walk you through the exact stages. Stage 1, awareness. So at this awareness stage, visitors may have heard about you, your product, or your service, but haven't identified a need for it yet, may show interest, but not an immediate intent to purchase. They could also be looking for a value proposition that resonates with them. They could be first-time viewers arriving through an incoming channel, or they probably need a simple navigation and search to learn more. Next is stage 2, consideration. In this stage, visitors are searching for a product like yours and are evaluating whether it meets their needs. They may basically revisit your website after thinking about what they need, browse product lister pages, and use filters to narrow options. Look for clarity on product detail pages. Be hesitant about maybe price, quality, or maybe, making the wrong choice. Next, conversion. At this stage, visitors may have decided that they want your product. They just need final push. They need reassurance that the purchase is the right decision. Expect transparent information, pricing, shipping, returns, and payments. Need a seamless checkout process. Loyalty. This stage of the funnel is often overlooked, but it's so important. It's so crucial and critical. These are the visitors that are past customer deciding whether to return. They are basically expecting a personalized experience that leverages their purchase history, an accurate product description that match with what they have received, a sense of trust and familiarity with your brand, and rewards for their continued loyalty. So you can use Shopify's analytics and marketing reports to identify conversion points and engage with visitors effectively at each stage of the journey. Identifying KPIs to optimize conversions. So to run a profitable e-commerce, business, you need to optimize the customer experience across entire funnel. That means identifying the right KPIs or key performing indicators that measure how well a business is performing in areas like sales, profit, customer retention. So without the right KPIs for your CRO initiative, you won't be able to monitor the success of the changes you're making for your CRO, right? So the KPIs define measurable outcomes so that you can make more informed decisions based on real-time data. So these are some of the KPIs you need to monitor if you want to make an effective CRO, right? So your store's overall conversion rate is the primary KPI for any CRO effort. So here are the key metrics that you can focus on Shopify, on your Shopify analytics dashboard. First is bounce rate, next is conversion rate for session with site search zero result rate, session add to cart rate per landing page, session added to checkout start, session checkout start per landing page, session checkout conversion rate per landing page, and session conversion rate per incoming sales channel. So, what is the bounce rate? So these are the percentage of people who are leaving after viewing just one page. A high bounce rate signals that the content layout or call to action isn't aligned with what the visitors are expecting. So reduced bounce rate means more visitors move deeper into your funnel, right? Next, conversion rate of session with site search. This means the percentage of sessions where someone searched your store and ended up buying. Next, site search zero result rate. This is the percentage of searches that return zero results. So every zero result search is a potential loss of sale. So lowering this rate keeps user engaged on a path towards purchase. Session add to cart rate per landing page. How often do visitors add something to their cart after landing on a specific page? Session checkout start rate. Session checkout start rate per landing page. This measures how often your visitors begin a checkout after landing on a specific page. Session checkout conversion per landing page. This reveals how well your checkout process retains customers once they started. Drop off here often indicates friction. Session checkout rate per incoming sales channel. So this evaluates which marketing channels, social media, ads, email, organic brings visitors who are actually converting. What are the characteristics of effective CRO KPIs? So they have to be impactful, meaning they have to be directly tied to the bottom of the line and overall performance. They have to be measurable. They have to be simple to calculate. They have to be timely. They have to be based on current data or previous data of the last maybe 365 days. And they have to be targetable, meaning they have to be specific enough to drive action. Moving to the next module, optimization framework. An optimization framework for a conversion rate optimization is a structure or cyclical approach that starts with a question or an observation, moves through the data collections and analysis, and ends up with an implementation change, after which the process begins again. In this image, you can see that step one is to analyze, then hypothesize, then design, and integrate and test, and lastly, you want to learn and improve on what you've done, right? So basically, the key here, CRO is not a one-time fix. It's basically an ongoing process of continuous learning and adaptation. To improve conversion rates, you need to focus on specific problem visitors encounter on your site. For example, how clearly is the value proposition presented? How are your how are you addressing your shopper's anxiety about buying? After that, are there any distractions preventing shoppers from completing a purchase? So the framework we use to track this is called an ASCEND framework. A stands for assurance, meaning it increases meaning increase visitors' confidence to transparent communication about your product's value, reliability, security, and return policies. The goal here is to create a low risk buying experience. S stands for simplicity. Keep page content clear and straightforward. The easier it is to understand options and navigate, the lower bounce rate will be. Next, comprehensibility. Focus on organization and presentation of information. Use visual hierarchy, short text snippets, and clear summaries to make pages easy to scan and understand. Emergency. Include page elements that motivate your visitors to act immediately. Scarcity indicators such as low stock warnings and urgency cues like limited time offers are powerful converting tools. Next, navigatability. Make your website easy to navigate and use. This means optimizing product discovery, providing clear call to actions, and reducing the effort required to find and evaluate products. Lastly, desirability. Help visitors understand that they're getting high value for their price. This involves high quality product images, competitive pricing, appealing design, and attractive offers like shipping or warranty guarantees. In this module, we're going to be talking about the visitor intent and the page types. So to optimize your Shopify store for conversions, you need to understand why a visitor comes to your specific page. This is called visitor intent, and it ranges from casual browsing all the way to ready to buy purchase intent. Aligning your page to meet visitors where they're at actually leads directly to higher conversion rates and conversion actually leads to higher conversion rate, right? So basically, here's how intent maps to conversion funnel. Informational intent. Visitors are learning about your store and what your offer is. So this is awareness, right? Next is navigational and commercial intent. Visitors are actually searching for and comparing specific product. This is within a consideration funnel, right? Then transactional intent. Visitors are ready to buy or returning to buy again. Bro, this is conversion and loyalty. Your Shopify store pages are designed to guide visitors from discovery phase to purchase. Each page type plays a specific role in the conversion journey. The homepage's purpose is to appeal all the visitors and encourage them to explore further. So visitors' intent here is primarily awareness based, right? For CRO, the focus is on engaging. Branded content, easy navigation, and clear, accessible search bar, right? The primary KPI here is reduced bounce rate. Product lister pages, including collection search results. So these basically showcase selections within a category or for a search term. So smart sorting and a clear filters help visitors find what they need and find it faster, right? So the primary KPI for these pages is click-through rate and add to cart rate per landing page. Next would be your product pages. They look something like this, right? The product pages showcase detailed information and visuals to help sell an individual item. Clear images, engaging videos, concise description, and transparent pricing all drive the visitors towards adding to cart. right? The primary KPI here is percentage of visitors who add the item to their cart. So moving on to the next module, which is optimizing individual Shopify pages. The case for page optimization. A data-driven CRO approach focused on visitors' intent, tailored content, and conversion funnels can dramatically improve your earnings, brand reputation, and customer satisfaction. While Shopify's template are conversion optimized by default, page level best practices can significantly enhance the customer experience. So page optimization offers three key benefits. Creating a streamlined and enjoyable journey that encourages repeat business, better visitor experience, keeping visitors engaged with content that matches their intent. So this reduces the bounce rates. Moving more customers to take desired action, increase conversion rates. Homepage optimization. Your homepage must accommodate a wide variety of visitor types. Your goal here are help visitors find relevant content, communicate your brand's value proposition, and reinforce trust. Best practices. Communicate benefits about the fold. Problem, you don't communicate company benefits at top of the page. Solution, you add a slim announcement bar directly under the header banner, communicate a free shipping threshold, average customer ratings, loyalty programs, and favorable return policies. For example, Gymshark, and the way they place this benefit bar right at the top of their page, visible immediately on mobile layout without scrolling. So, two, add a shop by collection section. You don't have a way where your visitors can browse by category or use case. So add a shop by collection banner, which is creative and helps people meaningfully distinguish your content, your items, and your product categories. Something like this, right? So this is an example of Allbirds. They use shop by activity carousels that lets visitors explore by use case, everyday wear, waterproof, and active swimwear. So the next problem is you don't have a bestseller product carousel, right? You don't have an easy catalog access near top of your homepage. So the solution here is you can add something like this, which Kyle Cosmetics does, right? Add a data-driven product carousel showcasing your best sellers from the last 30 days. This works both for new and returning customers. Product listing optimization per pages. Best practice 1. Trim description text. Oversight description text about the product list pushes the product down and show more link. So visitors can basically click on the context to read more. So those who are ready to browse don't have problem. You don't have a category filter or show too many specific category values. Windsor Store uses a prominent category filter with values that are directly displayed on top of the collection product list. Next, product pages, type of product pages. Best practice is 1. Use informative product images, right? So visual only product images don't give shoppers enough information to make a decision. What you need to do is you need to add images that deliver contextual information, especially for mobile. Consider including detailed close-up images, before and after images, images highlighting top 3 product benefits, objection handling visuals, materials or ingredient callouts, dimensions, and size reference images. Add a sticky call to action bar that stays visible as visitors scroll down. Include the product title, price, and add to cart button. Break up product features visually. What does that mean? So a large block of product or large block of unstructured bullet points make key features hard to scan. So what you could do here is highlight the top 3 features in a distinct section with a title, short description, and supporting images or icons. Expandable accordion works well for all these details. Moving on, navigation and site search optimization. So you need to have clear and intuitive navigation and an effective search function that are critical to your store's conversion rate. So they're used on every single page, meaning improvements here have compounding impact. The key areas to optimize. Define a clear hierarchical structure for your product categories. Make navigation super clear. Next, surface popular branded collections and meta categories like bestsellers, new arrivals, sales directly in your navigation, like collection links. Search orientation. Search orientation. Let's talk about this. Always show search term and number of results at the top of search result pages. Test and fix decomposition issue. So, jumping on to the final module of this course, recommended CRO audit process. A CRO audit is a comprehensive analysis of your entire customer funnel on your site. The goal is to identify conversion pain points, obstacles, or challenges that prevent potential customers from completing a desired action. These pain points frustrate users and lead to abandoned sessions and lost revenue. So a CRO audit helps you find them so that you can fix them systematically. The 3 steps for your CRO audit process. Step 1, analyze. Gather and analyze data from your Shopify Analytics and Google Analytics. Examine key metrics like visitor behavior, product performance, and sales trends. The goal here is to find patterns that reveal areas of improvement in your customer journey. So you're looking for friction points, moments where people, stop browsing, or moments where the customer experience breaks down. Next, conduct research, right? Go deeper into improvement areas you've identified. Like use multiple research techniques to understand visitor intent and pain point specific challenges, like detailed analytic and data analysis, right? Usability walkthroughs, comprehensive studies, heat maps evaluations, session recording analysis. The output of this step should be concrete list of optimization ideas for your store. Lastly, evaluate and prioritize. So review your findings and create an optimized roadmap. Use prioritization metrics to estimate the return on investment and certainty of improvement of each idea. First, focus on changes that are high impact and high confidence. The most important CRO mistakes to watch out for. As you conduct your audit, watch for these common challenges. Lack of strategy around navigation and site search. Distracting content that draws attention away from main call to action buttons. Failing to address visitors' concern during purchase process. No urgency or scarcity elements to motivate immediate action. Congratulations, you've completed the CRO overview and best practices. Let's recap what we've covered. So we've covered why CRO matters and the business case for CRO optimization, which is module 1. Module 2, the conversion funnel, visitors intent, CRO KPIs. Module 3, the Ascend optimization framework. Module 4, visitors intent and role of each Shopify page type. Module 5, we've looked at page level best practices for homepage, lister pages, product pages, and search. Module 6, we covered the process of CRO audit. Finally, remember that CRO is not a one-time project. It's an ongoing discipline of observation, testing, learning, and improvising. Start with a checklist, run your audit, identify one high-impact challenge per page, and measure the results. Your store has more conversion potential than you might think. So now you have the tools to unlock it. Good luck!